And we are going to go live. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, y'all. What's going on, everybody? It's that time again for another episode of ColumbusBlack.com's Talent Tuesday Lunch and Learn. So I want to thank you all for joining us today for this special episode, Talent Tuesday. Once again, this is our opportunity to highlight and showcase companies, their cultures, and career opportunities that exist within those companies. And we are excited today because we have a special guest with us by the name of Austin Cash from Continental Office. And I'm excited because Continental Office has been working with us and they've been a client for us for some time now. So we appreciate them and we want to thank them for being on the show today. And this show obviously is sponsored by Diversified Systems. So we want to thank our sponsors for their support as well. So with that being said, for those that don't know, ColumbusBlack.com has been around for 15 years, and we have been providing an omnichannel platform through our online services, connecting our community to commerce and to culture. So with that being said, we're going to get right into it. And today is Talent Tuesday. So Austin, I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you for joining us today. Would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk about Continental Office and what you all have going on there. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for inviting us, and happy to talk and share with you. So yeah, my name is Austin Cash. I'm an HR generalist at Continental Office. I've been there since August of 2019, and initially came in as a recruiter, and then in that time have taken on some additional responsibilities and moved into more of a generalist role that I'm in today.
Outstanding. How long did you say you've been with the company now?
So I started in August of 2019. So getting closer to the 2-year mark.
Coming up, yeah.
Yeah, relatively
all right.
new still.
All right, good stuff. So do me a favor, tell us about Continental Office. Tell us about the company and any background information for those that haven't heard about it before, haven't seen it off the highway or downtown, the office. For those that don't know and oblivious to it, why don't you fill us in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, love to. So we are a commercial interiors company. So we specialize in commercial furniture, interior branding, commercial flooring, and interior construction. So a lot of people think, that aren't familiar with us, when they see Continental Office, they assume that we only do office spaces, but really anything within the commercial space we are involved in. So, healthcare, K through 12, higher education. And we have 2 offices in Columbus, we have 2 in Pittsburgh, and then a office in Toledo as well, but mostly here in Columbus.
Okay, so now that's really good to know, because I think, most people would think, commercial office space, but obviously you all do a lot more than that. So that's really good to know.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do me a favor. So we want to obviously, learn a little bit more about the culture of the company. Fortunately for me, I've had the opportunity to engage with your CEO, Ira Sharfin, and really learn more about the company and the culture that he's establishing. But once you tell us your story and your experiences and what the culture looks like, so people who are listening have a good feel for Continental.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think for me personally, starting out, I came in as with focused of recruiter, and specifically working for our hourly and field installers, and then gradually was able to work with the team that I'm on to take on more responsibilities and move into, like I mentioned, more of a generalist role, which I think is really the case across the board. I think, what I've seen and what's great about Continental is the longevity and the tenure of a lot of our associates. I know when I started looking at anniversaries and that type of thing, to see people that have been there for 15, 20, 25, 30 plus years is really incredible, and not something that you see too often. So I think it's been a great experience for me personally. And I think, with our leadership and executive team, They really, want put people in areas where they will excel and help them, grow within that. And I can definitely attest to that from my time.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, especially the tenure. Tenure of us employees says a lot, about an organization. Because people tend to stick around when it's a good environment, right? So that's
Yeah,
that's a really good thing. So
yeah, absolutely.
so saying that, help us understand. And this is one of the things, sometimes we look at a company, we look at the name, but we don't really understand how vast that company is in regards to the different types of opportunities or roles that exist. So before we even get to like what positions you all may be looking for, is tell us about like what type of roles exist within the organization itself, like from A to Z.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think what's really cool is that we have, I always tell people when recruiting, we're kind of a mix of architecture, engineering, and construction. So anything that would fall into one of those, we probably have. So we have our sales team on the front end, working with our clients and building that great experience. We have the designers that are, working with the client and with the sales to execute that vision. Then we have project managers that are working to make sure everything is on time and on budget. And then we have all of the corporate side with accounting, finance, marketing, HR. Then we have operations with installers, warehouse. So customer service, client experience. So really cover a wide array of positions and opportunities.
Wow, that is pretty vast, right? When you think about it from a functional standpoint, there's a little bit of everything, right?
Absolutely,
wow. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. So speaking of that, let's talk about some of the openings or opportunities that may exist now, or you may foresee coming up, especially now, right? As we think about, and as a matter of fact, do me a favor before we even get there. Talk to me about COVID, right? And COVID-19 last year, especially, and obviously it's still some impact this year. What kind of impact did that have for you all, especially more around the talent piece or staffing piece? Did that have an impact in business for you all?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were definitely affected to a certain degree. I think we were very fortunate in the amount of people that were, impacted with cutting back hours and that type of thing. But, we're starting to pick back up. I think we were able to, with being involved in so many different industries within the commercial space, areas that maybe were slower, we were able to shift some people that we had into other projects that were really picking up that normally wouldn't have been busy during that time. So I think that was something that was really worked to our advantage. And I think the cool thing with everything moving forward post-COVID is places looking to kind of reassess and reevaluate what they want their space to look like. And for a lot of people, it's going to be something that they haven't done before, or just again rethinking that. So to be a part of that, I think is going to be really great as well. I know for us, we're looking at reconfiguring our corporate office and kind of reworking some of the other spaces as well, just to be more functional and allow for more flexibility and that type of thing, as opposed to, just everybody has their own desk and is there, day in and day out type of things.
Okay, interesting. So now that's really cool to hear as far as the, obviously a lot of businesses were impacted, and obviously certain areas were last year for you all, but I'm glad to hear that you all were diversified enough in your portfolio to be able to shift and keep things rolling. So that's really good. So now do me a favor, tell us about, so you kind of filled us in on all the variety of roles. As far as, which y'all may be hiring for now or looking ahead, what does that look like? Any specific positions on the horizon for our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. Currently, we are looking for furniture installers. So installing commercial furniture for clients. It could be, it's really day to day. It depends on what projects we have going on and the complexities of those. So I like to tell people one day you may just be, dropping chairs off at a healthcare facility. In the next day, you may be at a call center, building desks and assembling different furniture. So it's definitely good if you're somebody that likes to work with your hands and likes to stay busy and kind of have a constant change up with the workday. So really, the biggest qualifications that we look for with that is somebody that has that mechanical aptitude. And it could come from a variety of different trades. We've had people that come directly from, commercial moving or, furniture manufacturing, that type of thing. But we've also had people that have had more of, general labor background that maybe do some side projects and that type of thing, but looking to get more of a full-time, long-term career that have worked out really well for us as well.
Awesome. That's really good. Really good. So those of you that fulfill that skill set, right? You know who you are. Great opportunity to work for a company that's doing some great things here in the capital city. So it sounds like a great one. Are there any other potential positions besides that one at this time?
Yeah, we're really always looking, outside of furniture installers. We're also always looking for people with experience with commercial flooring. So we have our commercial flooring team that focuses on really any commercial flooring products. And then within that, we also have a specialized concrete finishes team that does concrete polishing and epoxy flooring. So that's a little bit more, I guess, specified. But if you're somebody that has experience in that, it's definitely hard to find those individuals. So we're always looking for great people with those skill sets.
Okay, awesome. And that's the flooring piece. That definitely takes a special skill set. I know some people are pretty handy that have done their own floors. Mm-hmm. They said they'll never do it again. So it takes a special skill set for that type of person.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good stuff. And then as we talk about those positions, is there one more you want to round off with? And if not, we'll talk about a little bit more about the career opportunity, growth opportunities, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we'll definitely have some more, full-time positions opening up. We did have a few prior to COVID, and still just want to see how everything plays out before fully committing. Our interior construction team, I think, is an area that will continue to see a lot of growth in. We recently launched a kind of brand within that called Co-Build, which is still the interior construction, but kind of rebranded it. And I know we'll likely have a project manager, and possibly a designer open up here in the next, I would say hopefully before the end of the year.
Okay, awesome. Well, listen, we appreciate you sharing some of those opportunities. And I want to invite our listeners, our viewers, to actually go to ColumbusBlack.com. That installer position is actually posted on our job board. So if you have an interest in that, or you know someone, a family member, a friend that's looking for an opportunity that has that skill set, right? And they want to work for a great company, this is a company that's looking for them, okay? So I would invite you to visit the website, ColumbusBlack.com, go to the job board, and you will see that position posted there as well to apply, all right? Good stuff. So then with that, Austin, thank you for sharing a little bit about Continental, the culture, as you think about not just these positions, but the ability to either move into other roles or to do more with the organization. Would you like to share that for those people who are saying, hey, I'm interested in one job, but do I have the ability to do something different within the organization? What does that look like for them as well?
Yeah, I think, the biggest I guess recommendation I would have is to make that known upfront. And I think we have a lot of great managers and leadership that advocate for the employees. And knowing that coming in, we can start to I guess further those skill sets to move you where you want to be long-term within the company. Thinking about a lot of our managers and leaders have come up through, either installation or designers or, I don't want to say entry level, but have been able to advance within across the board. And, I know we had somebody that was in the warehouse that moved into a designer role once she finished school for that. So yeah, I think there's a lot of ways that we've been able to promote from within. So, and definitely always the path that we go for. If we have somebody that has done a great job and expresses interest in moving up, we'll definitely do our part to get them there.
Outstanding, good stuff. Well, listen, y'all just heard it first right here on ColumbusBlack.com's Talent Tuesday Lunch and Learn. With Austin Cash from Continental Office. One of the things that we want to do, Austin, I always say before we wrap up, every now and then you say, hey, I'm going on this show and I plan on saying this. And then after the show, it's like, oh man, I missed it, right? Is there anything that you wanted to share that we didn't share? If not, we're good. But I wanted to make sure I give you that opportunity because sometimes we miss something.
Yeah, I'm glad you say that because I definitely did. So just in talking about the culture and the company and everything, we do a lot internally through our what we call Continental Cares program. So we really focus on health and wellness, environmental and sustainability efforts. And one of the great things that we've been able to do through COVID in trying to find, I guess, creative ways to still have, a sense of, I guess, team and camaraderie within the company. We've been able to do like lunch and learns through our employee assistance program to cover mental health topics. We have like a virtual gardening session with one of our partners coming up. We did yoga back when COVID first hit virtually. And continue to also look into ways that we can get involved in the community through charitable efforts and that type of thing. I know Pelotonia has been a big big effort in the past. Continuing to do that. Last year obviously was very unique, but sounds like we'll be back at it this year, and continuing to look for other areas that we can help out in the community and with our associates.
That is really, really awesome to hear. Obviously our community is critically important, so I appreciate you sharing that. That's something that is obviously important for many of us, and I'm glad to hear all that you all are doing, not just on the career opportunity side, but on our community support and impact side as well. So that's really good stuff. All right, cool. So listen, so with that being said, y'all heard it, right? So listen, if you're interested, you know what to do. You can go to ColumbusBlack.com if you're interested in that an installer position. Austin, if they're interested in any of the other jobs, what is the domain that they should go to, or how should they reach out to our Continental office?
Yeah, they can go to our website, which is continentaloffice.com, and go to our careers page. And you can submit your resume for just in general, so you don't need to apply directly to a position to do that. You can also email me directly. Is it okay if I share my email address?
Absolutely.
All right. It's just cash@continentaloffice.com. So you can reach out to me directly or submit application for any open positions or resume if you'd just like to be updated. When
nice.
Have something that fits you.
Okay, outstanding. So there y'all have it. Not only do you have the domain, but you actually have his email address. If you're interested in the opportunity and position with Continental Office, be sure to reach out to them. Austin, I want to thank you for joining us on the show. I really appreciate you. I appreciate what you all are doing at Continental office. I appreciate you all being a client and supporting our business for some time now. And we look forward to continuing to be able to help support and identify talent from our viewership, as well as interested in opportunities with you all. So,
awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, oh, and you know what? For me, I almost forgot something. So we had the honor to work with Continental office also for Venture Suite, right? So for those that know, I'm one of the co-founders at Venture Suite, which is a co-working space right across the street from the Columbus Urban League that will be opening soon, right? So probably early May is the time frame we're looking at. You'll be able to see some of that Continental office furniture at Venture Suite. So with that being said, we appreciate once again the support, all that you all are doing in the community as well. And make sure y'all go to ColumbusBlack.com to check out all of these episodes, all the great things we have going up, the entire lineup from Matchmaker Mondays all the way to the Beco system, and obviously Talent Tuesday, Lunch and Learn. Tomorrow we have the Wellness Wednesday, multiple myeloma special event with New Salem Baptist Church. So y'all want to check that out. Multiple myeloma is a cancer that has a disproportionate impact on the Black community. So we want to make sure you all join us for Wellness Wednesday. And then Throwback Thursdays this week, we'll also have the Ohio Small Business Development Centers, and we'll be focused on the 10,000 small businesses program by Goldman Sachs. So they will be on the show explaining the details around that program. So we're excited for all of you all. Don't forget about Foodalicious Fridays, because it's delicious. And with that being said, Austin, thank you once again. Continental office, everybody have a good one. And remember, if it's Tuesday, it's Talent Tuesday. So have a good one. We appreciate you all.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Absolutely.